Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle and Drew with your sneak peek at next week, where Drew and myself will go through comics originally releasing on May 17th, 2017, smack dab in the middle of May. But Drew, before we get to what is coming out in your local comic book shops this upcoming Wednesday and what you got to run out and get, what you got for me from the world of comics? We got numbers, we got feedback, and we got some other stuff. What's going on?
Well, we got the Eisner nominations are out. The Eisner Awards, or as I like to call them, how they make Drew and Kyle feel dumb about their comic reading. And like we're just noobs. In the best short story category, which was probably best single issue last year, maybe? Or has it always been called best short story? I'm thinking it was best single issue.
That sounds right.
No, I guess it is best short story, because there is a best single issue in one shot category. Yeah, I'm dumb. Okay, so best short story. Don't know most of them. It's Comics Wedding of the Century, The Dark Nothing by Jordan Crane, Good Boy by Tom King and David Finch in Batman Annual #1. Know that one. Monday by Maxwell Prince. Mostly Saturn by Michael DeForge in Island Magazine #8. I've heard of that one. I don't know if I've read it. I know I haven't. And Shrine the Monkey God by Kim Deitch and Kramer's Ergot. So I think we'll probably go with Tom King and Batman Annual #1 for that one, right?
Yeah, I think that's more than likely going to be my story, based on the fact that that's the only thing I've read.
Best single issue or one shot. Babby Bell Wax Bodysuit by Eric Constiat Williams from Retrofit Big Planet. Beast of Burden, What the Cat Dragged In by Evan Dorkin. Belamo #9 by Noah Van Sciver. Criminal 10th Anniversary Special by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips, an Image. Sir Alfred #3 by Tim Hensley. And Your Black Friend by Ben Passmore and Silver Sprocket Comics. So
I'm gonna have to abstain from these because I'm just too close to them, Drew. I just can't choose.
So I'm gonna go with Criminal from Ed Brubaker on that one. Best continuing series. Here we go. 5 for 5 on this one. Astro City by Kurt Busiek.
Nope.
On Vertigo. Kill or Be Killed, Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips.
There you go.
Image. The Mighty Thor, Jason Aaron, Russell Dowderman, Marvel.
Not this year.
Paper Girls, Brian K. Vaughan, Cliff Chang, Image.
It has been a great year for that book.
Saga, Brian K. Vaughan, Fiona Staples, Image. So
perennially great.
He's fighting with himself in this category.
There you go. We're getting exempt Saga. We've done too much. Mighty Thor, it was not. It's a good series, but I think the previous series was better than this previous year in my mind on that.
Yeah.
Astro City's for nerds. So it's between Kill or Be Killed or Paper Girls for me. And I'm going with Kill or Be Killed because I think it's a fun premise, a good book, and I like it.
It is a good book, not a great book. Paper Girls has great issues, doesn't come out that often. Time after time, now Saga's of course awesome, but I mean it should retire itself from this category. If it hasn't won a couple of times, it should have. But if it's not Saga, because it's the LeBron effect and it's one too many, then it's Astro City. It's Astro City in a walk because it was consistently awesome. And Astro City is not for nerds; it is for the intelligent.
Nobody. What are the numbers, like 8,000 a month? Come on now.
The intelligent comic reader really enjoys the Astro City.
Yeah, there's a monkey playing drums. You got to read this book.
Yep, it's super intelligent. Okay, so we disagree on that one. Best limited series. Archangel by William Gibson. Briggsland.
It's Vision. Move on.
Briggsland by Brian Wood. Han Solo by Marjorie Liu. Kim and Kim by Magdalene Visaggio. And The Vision. Tom King, Gabrielle Walta. Should be an easy one. That should be Vision.
Hey, you forgot one.
What's that?
We Stand on Guard by BKV and Steve Skrosh.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's in the category.
Was that last year?
It's coming up on my list.
Well, there you go. Mm-hmm. I don't think it was last year. I think it was the year before. Best new series: Black Hammer, Jeff Lemire, Dark Horse. Clean Room, Gail Simone, Vertigo. Deathstroke Rebirth, What? Christopher Priest.
It was a
DC.
good issue. I liked it.
Good issue, maybe. Has it been a good series?
It's been all right.
Faith, Jody Hauser. Mockingbird, Chelsea Kane. Oh, my goodness. This is tough.
Man, Mockingbird was a lot of fun.
Mockingbird was a lot of fun. Black Hammer's better. I'm going to give it to them.
I'm going to go Mockingbird, even though I hated a couple issues of that.
Yeah, wouldn't want anybody to get political. Best publication.
You're not wrong.
Best publication for early readers, up to 8. We don't care.
This is
Best
your
publication for kids, 9 to 12. We don't care. Best publication for teens, 13 to 17. It's Jughead by Chip Zdarsky.
Monstrous. Monstrous is the winner there.
Unbeatable Squirrel Girls in this category. Batgirls in this category. Monstrous. Trish Trash. Bad Machinery. I guess I kind of care on this one.
Yeah. I'm in for Monstrous.
Yeah. I'll go with Jughead. Best Humor Publication. The Further Fattening Adventures of Pudge. Hot Dog Taste Test. Jughead, Chip Zdarsky. Man, I Hate Cursive by Jim Benton. And Huge 30 Years of Doonesbury by Trump. On Trump. Don't know. I'll go with Jughead again.
I was going to say, 2 Jugheads in a row. Come on now.
Yeah. Best Anthology. Baltic Comics Anthology. Island Magazine. Kramer's Ergot. Love is Love. Spanish Fever. Wow. Island, because it's from Image.
Moving on.
Best Reality-Based Work. Dark Knight, A True Batman Story by Paul Dini. Glenn Gould, A Life Off Tempo by Sandrine Revel. March, Book 3 by John Lewis. Rosalie Lightning, A Graphic Memoir by Tom Hart. Tetris, The Games People Play by Box Brown. Well, it's a video game book. Guessing you're going to go with that one.
That's one that, as I read this, said, hey, I actually kind of want to look into this.
I like Tetris. I'm going to go with March Books 3. I'm reading that one currently.
Yeah.
Got one.
Boom shock.
Best Graphic Album. Art of Charlie Chan. Black Dog, The Dreams of Paul Nash. Exits. Moon Cop. Patience. Wonder Woman, The True Amazon. Man. I don't know. I'm going to skip Best Graphic Album Reprint.
Good
Best U.S. Edition of International Material. Best U.S. Edition of International Material Asia. Best Archival Collection Project Strips, at least 20 years old. Best Archival Collection Project Comic Books, at least 20 years old. I'm skipping all this.
Yeah.
Best Writer.
Hey.
Ed Brubaker, Criminal. Kurt Busiek, Astro City. Chelsea Kane, Mockingbird. Max Landis, Green Valley. Jeff Lemire, Black Hammer. Brian K. Vaughan, Paper Girls.
Max Landis
Whoa.
by a mile. And don't forget, it's Max Landis for both Green Valley and Superman American Alien.
Yeah. I'm
That's
going to
your
go
winner.
Jeff Lemire for Black Hammer, Descender,
You are the
Plutona.
dumbest person. You're just saying that because you're stupid. There is no way that anything Jeff Lemire has written even stands out. You couldn't tell me the plot of half those stupid books. And
Black
you're gonna
Hammer?
pick him. Whoop-de-doo.
Plutona?
Plutonia.
Descender?
Okay, talk to me about Plutona.
I read all three. I've read all three
Okay,
of those.
that's great. I've read him too. What happened in Plutona?
Plutona.
Girl with sweater has hard time at school.
There was the superhero girl, and they found her in the woods, and she was dead.
Yes, that was issue 1.
That was not issue 1. That was like
That was
one
issue
through 4.
1.
It was really good. It was really
was
good,
not
really well
really
drawn,
good.
really
Come
fun
on.
story.
When you think best writer, you do not think Jeff Lemire.
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna take him over Kurt Busiek because Kurt Busiek just did Astro City.
Yeah, you already gave him one.
And I already gave him one. Best writer artist. Jessica Alba. No.
Nope, that's wishful thinking on your part.
Jessica Abel. Box Brown for the Tetris thing. Tom Gold for Moon Cop. Tom Hart, Rosalie Lightning. Sonny Liu, The Art of Charlie Chan. Let's go with Tetris again.
There you go.
Best penciler, inker, or penciler inker team. Mark Brooks for Han Solo. No. Dan Mora for Klaus. Ooh. Greg Roth for Inde. Francois Schultine, The Theory of the Grain of Sand. Fiona Staples for Saga. Brian Stelfreeze for Black Panther. Gotta be Dan Mora.
Gotta be Dan Mora. He is quickly becoming one of my favorite artists out there.
I think I've only read Klaus, but I'm sure he's done something.
He did covers for 2 or 3 other things I ran out and bought. I cannot tell you off the top of my head, though.
Best painter / multimedia artist for interior art. Federico Bertolucci, Love, The Lion, Brecht Evans for Panther and Drawn and Quarterly. Manuel Fior, 5,000 kilometers per second from Fantagraphics. Dave McKeon, Black Dog from Dark Horse. Sana Takeda, Monstrous from Image. I really didn't give Monstrous much of a chance, I think.
Great.
I read like 2 issues. Jill Thompson, Wonder Woman, The True Amazon, Beasts of Burden, What the Cat Dragged In. I can't say it. From Dark Horse. So for that one, I didn't read any of them.
I'm going Monstrous.
Unless you count the 2 issues of Monstrous. Yeah. Best cover artist, Mike Del Mundo, Avengers, Carnage, Mosaic, The Vision. David Mack, Abe Sapien, BPRD, Hell on Earth, Fight Club 2, Hellboy, BPRD 1953, Sean Phillips, Criminal, Kill or Be Killed, Fiona Staples, just Saga, Sana Takeda, just Monstrous.
I mean, if we're going cover specific,
I'm going to go Mike Del Mundo.
See, I'm going to go Fiona just because I've not seen her get love for her covers, and they are amazing.
Yeah, Mike Del Mundo crushing it. I've never seen a Mosaic cover. I don't think, but
is that just from Vision alone?
For Vision and Carnage covers, yeah, Carnage covers are pretty sweet.
They are.
Best coloring, no Jordi Belair in this category.
Wait, what?
I guess that she removed herself from consideration. Otherwise, this is a travesty.
Yeah, no doubt.
Jean-Francois Ballou for Green Valley.
Hey.
Elizabeth Breitweiser, Criminal, Kill or Be Killed, Outcast. Sunny Liu, The Art of Charlie Chan. Laura Martin, Wonder Woman, Ragnarok, and Black Panther. Matt Wilson, Cry Havoc, Paper Girls, Wicked and Divine, Black Widow, The Mighty Thor, Star-Lord. Holy smokes. It's a 2-person race.
I think Elizabeth Breitweiser should be connected to Outcast. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Outcast, Kill or Be Killed, and Criminal. And it's a tough one between Matt Wilson and her. I like that murkiness in both Kill or Be Killed and Outcast. I think she's doing some good stuff, so I'm going to go with Elizabeth Breitweiser.
I'm going with Elizabeth Breitweiser because I thought what Matt Wilson did in Cry Havoc ruined the book. And that was strictly from a coloring standpoint.
Oh, but his Wick Div is beautiful.
I completely agree, but he like Cry Havoc. Do you remember the weird blues and reds in that, and just how it?
Oh, I didn't read it.
I couldn't read around that.
Yeah, I did not read that.
Yeah, I did not like that.
Best lettering, Dan Close for Patience. Brecht Evans.
Read these like you actually have heard of these people.
Oh, Brecht Evans, the Panther. Good old Tommy Gold for Moon Cop. My buddy Nick Hayes for Woody Guthrie. Oh, the old standby Todd Klein, Clean Room, Dark Knight, Lucifer, Black Hammer. Sunny Liu for The Art of Charlie Chan. Hakchi. I'm going to go with Todd Klein because it's Black Hammer.
I'm going to go with Sunny Liu because she also was nominated for coloring, so she seems to be working very hard.
Yes. The best comic-related periodical and journalism. Comics for Fun and Profit? No, we didn't make it. AV Club Comics coverage, whatever that means, for the avclub.com. Comic Riffs blog at Washington Post. Critical Chips, edited by Zainab Agkar. Panelpatter.com. WomenWriteAboutComics.com. Yeah, I don't care. I don't read any of that stuff.
Nope.
Best comics related book. Blank A Noir, Takesha Abada illustrations. Ditko Unleashed, An American Hero. Crazy, George Harriman, A Life in Black and White. The Life and Legend of Wallace Wood. More Heroes of the Comics by Drew Friedman. Yeah, I don't have any horse in this race either. This is kind of like when you're watching the Oscars or the Emmys or the Grammys, and they come up and say, well, we were
Here's
off
the
air.
makeup artists.
We gave away these 7 awards to these people, and we're not, at a different show. Best academic scholarly work? No. Best publication design? No. Best webcomic. You a webcomic person?
Nope.
Bird Boy, Deja Brew, Jaeger, The Middle Age, On Beauty. Nope. Don't recognize it. Best digital comic. Here we go. Bandette, Edison Rex, Helm, On a Sunbeam, Universe. The good thing about Universe is it's on Panel Syndicate, which is where Private Eye came from.
Mm-hmm.
Couple from Monkey Brain, one from Crookshaw, and on a Sunbeam.
That was BKV's Walking Dead Alien not on there.
Yeah, maybe just because it's a single.
Yeah,
Universe is like 4 or 5 issues. I'm going to go with that. It was really inventive. I'm going to go with Universe. Once again, if you're taking bets at home, we'll be lucky to get 30% right. And Eisners are the biggies, but it never really reflects my reading taste that often.
Yeah.
Just maybe a couple categories in there. Otherwise, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but what does reflect my reading tastes are the sales charts. The top 300 are out, and Diamond did it again. They decided to, I don't know, bend the rules, interpret the rules a little differently. Batman 21 came out and sold 130,000 copies of the lenticular edition and 90,000 copies of the regular edition. So you would put those together and say that Batman 21 sold 220,000 copies, correct? Therefore being the number one selling comic of the month, right? That makes sense.
It's tough on that one because they are 2 different price points.
God, you're just like
Who am I like?
a Diamond spokesperson.
Yes. You'll go through our 378 episodes. You'll find me as the lead Diamond apologist a majority of the time in that one. No.
I don't care that it's... Okay, so when there's a... I want to know how many Venomized covers sold. I want to know how many 1 in 1,000 Spider ASM 25 sold. Where are those numbers? Where are those numbers? They're different prices. You gotta pay. Not. You gotta pay.
Those are not. Hey, those are not different prices.
Well, yeah, but you gotta pay. You gotta buy 1,000 of something to get the opportunity to buy one. So it really is more.
But what do you buy them for? You buy them for cover. Like when you're looking at these sheets, it says price of book, $3.99. Price of book, $2.99. It's not possible to put price of book $3.99/$2.99. I mean, if they're a different price point, they're different SKUs. That's how every retail establishment has ever worked.
Doesn't matter. The best-selling comic for the month was what?
Batman 21.
Thank you. Why doesn't it reflect it that way?
Because it had 2 different price points.
But why wouldn't you just push them together?
Because you can't list that as 2 different price points. Because the math doesn't work.
I don't care about the math, man.
Diamond does. That's their whole job.
So, I'm Johnny Retailer.
Hi, Johnny.
Next year, I'm like, oh, man, Batman was only the 7th best-selling book. It's really fallen. I better scale my order back because it used to be number 1. Now it's 7. I really better scale it down, and that's not really true. It was really number 1.
Not really.
I'm really angry. I'm really overly angry. And poor Flash. Poor Flash is getting lost in this because Flash sold 107,000 copies of its lenticular edition and another 68,000 of its regular edition, which would have made it the number 2 selling comic. But it gets lost at number 5 and number 11, respectively. Still, a great showing for Flash. I mean,
absolutely,
we can agree that's even if you just count the lenticulars, great showing for Flash. Problem for Speckers because I bought a lot of lenticulars and the advanced pre-order wasn't problematic for anyone because there are 237,000 lenticular covers of Flash and Batman 21. So Going to be in some quarter bins, probably.
Yeah, the winners in this case, the quote-unquote international covers.
Which I totally didn't even... I glossed right over them.
I mentioned them when we talked about it. I talked about them in the sleeper, but...
Did you put your money where your mouth was with the orders?
No.
Yeah, I ordered a big goose egg on the international covers. So anyway, back to the top 10. So the proverbial... the Electoral College winner is Secret Empire at 162,000 issues sold. And Nick Spencer is crowing on the internet about his victory in number 1
Is he?
ranking. Yes, I heard he was. From a friend. And then coming in at number 2 is the Batman 21 Lenticular. Then at 3, X-Men Gold, number 1. X-Men Blue, number 1, right below that. Those are both over 100,000, 114 and 108. Flash, like I said, 107 comes in at 5th place. And then right under 100,000 is Batman 20, followed by Batman 21. These are both regular covers. 97,000 and then 89,000. Now we hope that bump from the lenticulars brings 22 and 23 back up, because 22
it will.
is
22 is guaranteed to be back up.
22 is also lenticular.
Yeah.
And it's 23 that I'm worried about.
Yeah.
I hope 23 doesn't come back and slot itself under 89,000 or whatever.
Well, no. Well, the 89 is because of the split between the lenticulars. If you look at the issue 20 at the 97,000, that's where it takes its apex from 19 and only drops 43 books. So that's its wheelhouse. So if we're going by trends, 22 will do gangbusters, and then 23 will come back probably 96.5.
Can we get back over 100,000 by 23 or 24?
We write a really good storyline with some new characters. Absolutely, we can.
Well, or the button. The button's really well received.
Yeah, it's great, but it's 4 issues. We got to do something good after that.
Man, you don't. Okay, then we have Star Wars coming in at the 8th place with 70,000. So a big drop from the 90,000 of rank 7 all the way down to rank 8 at 70,000. Almost 20,000 issues drops. Like there's nothing in that zone there.
Yeah.
Then we have Weapon X, number 1, that did 68,000 at rank 9. And Walking Dead 166, squeaking in with 68,000. Down 2,200 copies.
Staying in the top 10.
But just barely, yeah. And Flash is knocking on the door outside there at 67,000 with its regular issue as well. So, top 5, over 100,000, I believe we called that?
Yep.
Did we both call that?
We did.
Or did we chime in on this one?
We did, and we both agreed, unfortunately.
That it was all 5, yeah.
Mm-hmm. We see Venom, number 6 at rank 14, coming in at 62,747. That is up 95.55%.
That's a solid increase.
I believe that's because of the 1 in 1,000 shenanigans going on with that one, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that helped a lot. I guess there's a Eddie Brock appearance or something, and he's back.
Yeah,
that helps as well.
Oh, is that quote? Yeah, that's quote unquote 150.
Is it the same one?
Yeah, I think that's the one that was labeled Venom 150. That's right.
So Venom 6 is Venom 150.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right.
We're just going to have to take Marvel's word on that.
Amazing Spider-Man 26 fell back down to Earth after its super oversized, overpriced edition, and fell in half, more than half, down to 62,000. Still in top 15 books, so that's still good, but nowhere near where it was.
Yeah. Man, I keep glancing back up at 9 at Weapon X. 68,000 for the number 1 book. That seems very low for that book, and how good I think it could be.
Well, I mean, it got kind of overshadowed.
Yeah, it's true.
A lot of X-Men Blue, X-Men Gold. That didn't help. And speaking of X-Men Gold and X-Men Blue, their second issues also came out, and both dropped to about 50%, 55%, from issue 1 to issue 2. So they're not going to be perennial top sellers. And we'll be in the 40s next month.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Superman, one of my favorite DC books, has dropped another 2,000 copies from issue 20. So it's just above 50,000 at 51,000. And hope that it kind of bounces back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it'd be nice if it stayed above 50,000 at least.
Yeah, if we look at things like Captain America Steve Rogers 15, a little bit of a bump up 2,500 copies, or 7.5% almost. I attribute that to the Secret Empire and people kind of snagging all those books to stay in that wheelhouse.
Yeah. Nightwings have now dipped down to the 38,000. Won't be long before we reboot that one.
No. Nightwing always had his wheelhouse at 33,000 throughout the entire New 52. So
Did
gravy.
Did it maintain a consistent?
Yeah, no, it stayed between 30 and 40. Usually 33,000 was its wheelhouse.
And that was okay.
I was fine with it, and DC seemed okay too.
That's where Grayson was as well.
I can't remember on Grayson.
I don't remember Grayson either. I don't think it was as good. I don't think it sold as well as Nightwing.
There you
go. We got this American Gods and Shadows Neil Gaiman book from Dark Horse. Sold 33,000 copies for the second issue. Only dropped 11,000. Oh, I guess that's a lot. 26%.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I thought there might be some heat on that with the show.
Yeah.
No. Steaming pile of garbage that is Nick Fury #1. Sold 31,000 copies to a bunch of suckers.
You see, if you look at 7 to Eternity #5, way up. Way up.
Which one?
7 to Eternity #5. Right there at rank 67.
Oh, skipped it. I see
Yeah.
it. There it is.
Up almost 7,000 copies. The more people read that, the more people like it.
And
was
that's
the
4
trade
was
one-
up as well.
Yeah, was the trade 1 through 4?
I think so.
Yeah, so nice to see people apparently grabbed the trade and jumped on that bandwagon and said, let's ride on.
That is interesting. I don't think it's great, but it is pretty to look at.
Definitely worth reading.
Yeah. Oh yeah. New Year Vows dropped another 20%. That's too bad. I'm enjoying that book. Royals dropped another 3. No, that's 30%. 30% drop for Royals. Paper Girls dropped 3%.
Some good numbers on these True Believers Giant Size X-Men #1 at $1 each. Marvel shilling out 25,000 copies of this. That's pretty rad.
Yeah.
Is this the end of Moon Knight with #13 there?
It didn't feel like it. I think there might be one more.
Okay, I was going to say, so if this is the case, then Moon Knight limps off with its 35th volume at 25,152.
I don't know how far off you are. Really. There's a Eisner nominated Deathstroke. 23,000. 16 and 17. There are like 1,000 people that got 16 that didn't get 17. So interesting.
From Image, Rose #1 at rank 108 with just over 20,000. It's good for a debut. If it can hold steady, there's great things to be had. Same thing with Black Cloud right there at rank 111, just under 20,000.
And these are the April Fool's variants folded into some of these. So that was a late surge on some of these titles.
Mm-hmm.
Which the more I think about it, the more brilliant I think it is. On Image's part is, don't solicit those in the solicitation cycle where it cannibalizes the sales of your regular cover. Put it in the previews plus after the order is already done, and make them tack it on. Because you know what I do?
You tack it on.
I tack it on. I don't go back and edit my other one off. I just tack it on. Tack it on, man. I'm a sucker.
I believe the next solicitation for those was it's Pride covers.
Pride covers for what? Pride what?
Gay Pride.
Gay Pride.
Uh-huh.
And they did women's, right? And you said that one didn't heat up at all.
Yeah, Image announces next 25th anniversary variants Pride Month. Image Comics is pleased to reveal the first 6 of 11 variants planned for June 25th anniversary themed Pride Month. There's a really cool looking Walking Dead. So they took our boy Jesus, a quintessential gay character, gave him a gay pride flag on a stick, and then had him stab a zombie through the heart with said stick.
Nice.
And of course, who you think would just cannibalize and kind of take all the sauce out of this kind of a month and make it all about them? Bitch Planet, that's right. Bitch Planet triple feature by Kelly Sue DeConnick and Valentino De La Rocca, coming in with a triple feature for Pride Month.
They're doing really cool. 3 covers?
No, it's a triple feature. I'm assuming they're just repacking 3 horrible issues, throwing them in one book, and then trying to capitalize off this.
I think if I remember the solicit right, originally Bitch Planet was going to go to a couple of other people to tell some stories, since they weren't, obviously the creators were actually not doing anything.
Yeah,
and maybe that's what it is.
Possible. Rose #1 has a cool cover. Girl Scouts has a good cover. Redneck has an amazing cover. So, I will order a ton of this Redneck Pride cover.
So when's the cutoff?
Diamond codes are MAR. Let's see, the diamond code for Redneck is MAR 178737. And I do not see a cutoff.
No final order cutoff on
that? Final order cutoff May 15th.
Okay, that's Monday, dude.
I just saw him. Yeah. Hey, blame Image.
Send me the codes. Send me the codes in an email. Because those are due by noon, I think, on Monday.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Here, if you want to look at them, there it is.
Bummer.
Yeah, I agree.
What? Oh, I gotta get. There's a couple of them I gotta get.
Yeah, I agree. I haven't even seen the thing is, I only see the first 6. I did not even see the rest of them to know what I'm looking at to order. Because there's also Divided States of Hysteria. Haven't seen that cover. There's Crosswind. Haven't seen that cover.
I didn't check. You know what? I did not check Previews Plus this week. See if they're in there.
Yeah. Old Guard, Black Magic.
These are due
Class,
on the 15th.
Shudder.
Yeah, this is one of those where you gotta
scroll to the bottom of that and check out the Redneck.
Yeah, it's spam. Hold on. Where is it? Flip through Previews Plus PDF. There it is.
Oh, sorry. I was showing you the article I sent you.
Now I want to see the Premier Publishers. Hold on. Image. No. Tokyo Ghost. No, it's not in. They're not in here.
Okay. Then the article I just sent to you in our Skype will click you to some of them, as well as the numbers for all of them.
So maybe it was in last week's Previews Plus?
See, I'm still trying to catch the hang of how to get these.
Bummer. Yeah, we need access to this stuff.
Yeah.
Unless I got the wrong one. I'm going to draw this podcast to a screeching halt until I figure out what's going on. There's more. There's more stuff.
Let's see here. Where were we? Let's see here. R.L. Stein's Man Thing, issue 3 at rank 125. Down 23%. Looks like by the time they're through the 5 issues of that thing, it will not be much left. God Country also down to... Actually, went up a little from issue 3 to 4, so that's a good thing. Be curious how that goes. Riverdale #1 from Archie, debuting at 15,781. Great for them.
Just finished the first season of Riverdale.
Oh yeah, how was
Pretty
it?
sweet, man. I'm telling
I
you.
heard nothing but good.
Got to check that out. It's really not much like the comic, but
Yeah.
it's really, really good.
Whew, my beloved Rat Queens at rank 143, at 14,057 for its second issue.
And Grass Kings, 13,000 down at 194.
Yep.
Eleanor and Ygritte from Aftershock, 8,500.
Low at 176 at just over 10K.
Yeah. Godshaper, #1, Boom Studios, 8,200.
It's a good number for that book. I think that book's going to be good. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur down at 214. It is now dipped under 8,000.
Yeah, not sure how much longer that's going to stick around. That
She's folded into another couple books, so she'll live on. I have no worries about her.
Sex Criminals. Oh, that's the Triple X
Yeah, it's
cover.
Triple X. The other one was, I think, 12,000 I looked at.
Who's doing this one?
What's his face? She was there. Katie Henderson, or whatever, Henderson.
Katie Cook?
No,
Erica
we
Henderson.
needed
Erica
Erica Henderson.
Henderson,
Yeah,
yeah.
because it was coming out just after we saw her at C2E2.
So
able
we
to do
couldn't
that.
get it signed.
Rank 233, Green Valley #7 down to 6,842. There are not near enough people reading this. I am going to have a very rare collection of these in triplicate.
You're going to have 3 sets of them, correct?
I am, and it's turned out great. I could not be happier with the story.
You're like me with Manifest Destiny. You love it. You got a lot of it. Hopefully somebody catches up.
Well, it's like you with Vision, more accurately.
Yeah, also that. It was me with most everything I love.
Yeah. Except for Moon Knight.
Yes.
Rank 288, Black #5. 2 months late. 4,400.
Ooh, ouch. Dollface 4, 32.69. Up 15% from its third issue. People catching on to that one, which is cool.
Yeah, definitely good.
Albatross Funny Books is Spook House #4.
Jeez, I did not realize Hillbilly 6 was 21 months late.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem right.
They're only on issue 6.
Yeah, it hasn't been out that long.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely a mistake.
Would you like to know who our winner is for this month for Tardy Books?
Yeah, okay.
Rank 145, Bitch Planet #10. How many months late do we think we're chalking in this March solicit?
That could be a ton because it's been a long
49 months late, or 49 weeks late.
Yeah. That one I believe. That one I definitely believe.
Yeah.
Interesting numbers, though.
Yeah. Dang.
Anything else there jumping out at you?
Not really. Just a bunch of depressing things where I see books that are pretty darn good. Heathen #3 down to 2,125. Man. All right, Drew.
Awesome.
That's all I got.
Michael Lamb sends us a note asking, "Hey, if I want to send Drew a belated birthday gift, do I have to send one to
No.
Kyle too?"
Yes, it's just good form.
Kyle's birthday is in early August, and I'm in late April, so all gifts should be targeted somewhere in that zone. And then you can give stuff to both of us.
I feel like a cam girl saying, "You can send me gifts."
What's a cam girl?
Never mind. We'll talk later.
We also got an email from our iTunes guy, Aaron Church,
Ah.
who says, "Hey, let me explain my iTunes review. My free time is few and far between, but I wanted to write a better, stronger review. But I knew if I waited for the time for that, I'd never actually get around to writing it. So I just made sure to give you a 5-star review and write some kind words.
Very
I only make mention because I was listening to your podcast this morning, and I believe you said it started out weak, or some
That was
version
you.
of that.
That was Drew. Drew said
That
that,
was not
Kyle.
my intention. I very much enjoy your podcast and wish more podcasts. See, this is bad. I'm insulting the listener who took the time to craft a 5-star review for us, and somehow I have insulted them. That's not cool. I don't know if I
Could
said
not be
weak.
more of a debate.
No,
No,
I
you
said it was
literally
a little. I said something like, yeah, well, it was kind of
It was
middle of
douchey, whatever it was.
middle of
I
the
remember
road,
it.
wishy-washy,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we appreciate it. I appreciate
I sure as heck do. I don't know about Drew.
I appreciate 5-star reviews and ratings and reviews. So we want them. Please give us more. I can't help it. I have no filter sometimes, and I just say the first thing that comes out of my mind. But I did appreciate it.
It's the journalistic editor in you.
I'm just glad that you took the time to write something down and click a star for us. We appreciate it, Aaron. Thank you very much.
Yep. I know what it's like to not have the amount of time you'd like to really dedicate to certain things, because I know mine would just say comic podcast, good, go home.
And we'll take those.
Amen.
We will take those because we are on our hard charge for 50 iTunes reviews.
Mm-hmm.
So we can give some stuff away to somebody. And we're not there yet. I don't remember where we were. 40?
42.
42. So we're on our way. We need 8 more. Please keep doing that. We appreciate that. And I will try not to mumble mean things under my breath as Kyle reads
Hey,
them.
you guys, he will still continue to do that with me, just not the listenership.
I'm not going to make any promises. Hey, man, let's do a sneak peek before I fall asleep.
All right. Drew, let's head over to previewsworld.com. Let's give on upcoming releases. May 17th, 2017. Of course, May being 5 release weeks within that month. This one being smack dab in the middle. So we'll see if anybody takes a week off. And guess what? I think it's going to be Dark Horse. Let's start in that very own Dark Horse Comics.
Well, one for me, one for you. I've got Dead Inside number 5, the last one in our little Law and Order inside of a prison story that we're telling. It's really good. I'm enjoying it. So it's finishing up, and we'll see if it's going to get picked up for another volume.
I've only read the first of the American Gods. Was cool, was fun. I'd like to go back to it, but we'll see. It's one of those we'll sees. Anything else in Dark Horse?
No.
Sure. Out of those 4 allotments, 2 of them being the same book, nothing? Okay.
And a set of shot glasses.
And a set of shot glasses. Let's head on down to DC.
We've got a new jumping on point for Aquaman. It is Crown of Atlantis Part 1. So this is a good time to jump on to Aquaman.
Yeah, beleaguered by ceaseless conflict with the surface world and rising frustrations with their outsider king, the people of Atlantis take steps to depose Arthur from his throne, and he won't go without a fight. The next major movement of the Aquaman saga begins here.
I like it.
Yeah. Batman 23 coming out of the button in a new story, The Brave and the Mold. Swamp Thing comes to Gotham City, featuring a new art and cover by Mitch Gerads.
Which is his buddy from Sheriff of Babylon.
Ah, nice. And we have a variant cover by Tim Sale. And that is a awesome cover. Looks a lot like that variant cover we got from What's-His-Face.
Yep.
We
got a big set of Flash 22s. We got the lenticular, we've got the regular, and this closes down the button. And we got I guess we got the international version too, which we probably should pay attention to.
Yeah, that's the one.
This could there be some kind of groundbreaking revelation in this? Could there be some kind of first appearance of something? Could this be a big deal, the way they tidy this up? And will they revisit the Rebirth storyline again after this, or will they take another year off? I'm curious as to all those things. So I'm going to be glued to Flash 22.
There you go. Did you catch how spot on I was about All-Star Batman cover C last week?
No. Who was that? Was that Jock?
Knocked that one out. No, it was not. It was the Fravelli or whatever. And it featured a new villain female, and that was her on the cover. That book's $15 already, and I think it's going to go higher than that. That thing was huge. So that Batman All-Star 10 in the backup has a first appearance.
Huh.
And that cover C is friggin' hard to find.
Wow. I barely listened when you were saying that, but now I know I probably should listen and take notes.
Perk them ears up.
Yeah.
Even the blind squirrel finds a nut some days.
Yeah, and I remember you pointing that out because it was a funny artist name that I hadn't heard of. I was like, come on, really? Come on, really? Come on.
And that's when I gave you the old, if I think it's a cool looking cover and very intriguing, odds are other people do.
Yeah.
Turns out I'm a trendsetter.
Because you're a tastemaker.
Amen.
You need to be one of them Instagram girls.
I'm in.
That sells things. Harley Quinn starts a new story arc with Future Kill Part 1.
And possibly the most tame Frank Cho cover of all time.
Wow. Yeah. Man, Injustice 2, number 2. Man, it's been great. It came out of the gates smoking.
Yeah.
I have already read these digitally. So good. So good. So good.
Is Tom Taylor just one of the best?
For a lot of his stuff, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you do remember he was on Earth 2.
Yeah. It's all right.
That wasn't great.
There you go. Casey Jones variant cover for Nightwing. I'll have to keep an eye on those.
How about Nightwing and Flash? Wally West teaming up in Nightwing 21.
I like it.
Think that'd be cool?
Heck yeah. They're already friends on the Titans. Let's do this.
There's a new villain in there called Time Bomb.
Ooh.
So this is his first appearance in Nightwing 21, and if he becomes the Rogue, because Nightwing doesn't really have a Rogue, he needs a Rogue.
This is true.
Maybe this is somebody for Nightwing, and you can get it on Nightwing 21.
Super Sons number 4. I'm obsessed. Awesome Dustin Nguyen B cover. Can't beat that.
Those first 3 were really good.
Yes.
Really, really good.
I'm super disappointed in the $4 price point, but this is the one that's worth it.
Well, you only have to do it once a month instead of twice a month. So I'm okay with it. And it's been really good.
Another I'm gonna seek out and buy extras cover, Superman 23 cover A. That's just cool.
The Powerless.
Powerless. I just like it. It's got a great look to it. Clean. It reminds me of that Superman number 10, which I was able to pick up 3 copies at a discount on Free Comic Book Day. Oh yeah.
More so than Black. Yeah, I got a little bone to pick.
Okay.
You went to Free Comic Book Day after telling your brother and all the listeners.
Yes.
Sorry, folks, not going to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then you snuck off like a little thief in the night and went.
No. I went to my son. We went down to play soccer. So after his soccer game, we bombed around, had some Chick-fil-A. I'm a fan. You are not. And I said, "Hey, honey, happens to be Free Comic Book Day, and there is a little shop called Lost Legion Games and Comics down there in Parkersburg, West Virginia, and it's only about half a mile away." She said, "Well, let's go." I said, "I love you. I love you, honey."
And you said, "It's for the kids, honey. It's
exactly.
For the kids. They really want to go."
But like legit, I went in and they had it capped at 2 books a pop, which my wife's like, "Oh, we only get 2 books." I'm like, No, honey. Each of us is going to get 2 books.
You have 17 kids, so you cleaned them out.
But like they chose their books. I'd rather have them read books than me spec on Free Comic Book Days. So
you
my
didn't
daughter,
say get the I hate image covers.
I may have filled my wife's bag, but the kids I let gravitate towards the Barbies and the DC superheroes and stuff.
And you just stewed.
And I said, poor choice, son.
Poor choice. That's not going
We
to
don't
spec
care
well.
about the Biddy Boom Studios.
That
That's
is
not how we roll.
That is not going to spec well, little
Yeah.
kid. Well, that's
But
cool.
they also had 20% off of all, essentially everything in the store comic-wise, and then a bunch of dollar boxes. So I found some old Hillbillies in the dollar boxes. I found those awesome...
Hillbilly 1?
No. I found a 3 and a 5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, each for $1, so that was pretty worth it. And then I found non-lenticular Batman 21 I snagged up.
Yeah. That's great.
So
For
went
a
in,
buck?
chit-chatted. The non-lenticular was 25% off or whatever, so I got it for, what is it, $2?
Nice.
And like I said, all the Superman 10s, which is that cover I love so much, that's I think a $12, $13 book. I got those for $2 as well.
Man, you cleaned up.
Yeah,
How
it
does
was
this
fun.
comic shop not know any of these prices?
They're primarily tabletop. A lot of figurines, a lot of Magic the Gathering, a lot of that. Comics seem to be secondary, but still a nice looking shop with mainly just Big Two. Just we're going to get the mainstays and we're going to stack those on top of each other. And then
Big Two
there's some
and
other
Albatross funny books.
stuff. Big Two and of course the Walking Dead and Saga, and that's about it.
Yeah, nice. That's very cool. Trinity number 9 starts a new story arc all along the Watchtower, and
I immediately begin singing that in my head. I apologize.
I'm curious if this. I mean, I'm about ready to drop this book, so if it needs to capture some magic. It hasn't really lived up to the Super Sons, Superman action books.
All right, how does this sound for you? The Trinity is trapped in the Justice League Watchtower, and there's a traitor in their midst. No one is what they seem as our heroes fight back against their own home turf.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Honestly, trapped in the Watchtower seems kind of rad.
Yeah. Jim Lee cover for Wildstorm number 4 looks pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a pretty good book, so I like this.
Yeah, very cool. All right, anything else in DC, sir?
No,
Let's head on down to IDW.
got nothing.
Nothing. Doop, 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 doop. Strike. Let's head on down to Image. Curse Words has a Jamie McKelvey variant, and that is a cool looking variant.
That's very nice.
Yeah, I like that. We've got some Spawn month popping in.
Yeah,
I didn't realize they had Spawn and Spawn
black and
essentially
white.
sketch on some of these.
Yeah. I got a couple of these. I think I picked and chose, and maybe got the wrong ones. I don't know. I needed your eye.
Yeah. Invincible 136 as we.
What is Girl Scouts?
I'm guessing zombies.
Let's see, Jim Mahfood and Jim Mahfood on art. It's based his first new creator-owned work in years.
Oh, it's the guy that did my Clerks book. Okay.
Join Gwen, Daphne, and Rita as they reunite for a pulse-pounding psychedelic adventure through the streets of Freak City. The first issue is stuffed to the gills with an action-packed story, bonus art, soundtrack, sketchbook, and a behind-the-scenes comic thing. Plus a variant cover by the one and only Scotty Young.
Yeah, because this is Girl Scouts Magic Socks. We had Girl Scouts, the regular title already, right?
It doesn't sound familiar, but we probably did. I don't know how long ago it was. Ooh, we got another low. Can't wait.
So pretty.
Yeah, so pretty. The second printing of Rose. And then the second issue of Rose.
That was a different cover, right?
Yes. With a big old panther on the cover. And then third issue of Royal City. Jeff Lemire.
No,
Didn't get nominated for an Eisner for Royal City, but maybe next year.
Yeah, sure. Spread 21. End of story arc. The finale of Outside. Ravello is the new voice of the spread. He has hope in his clutches. The whole world is at stake. No is in for his biggest fight yet. So it looks like we're heading to the end of the series here soon.
I skip these, but do you read the Wicked and Divine one-shots?
No, but I buy them anyways.
You buy them but don't read them?
Correct.
Nice. I just skip them entirely. They don't fit in the run, so I feel like I can skip them.
Actually, I think... No, I did skip these because it's not the same. It's not the right artist.
Yeah, it's not the right writer either, I don't think.
Yeah, it's not the team I like. That's right. All right, let's head on down to Marvel.
Okay. Now, Daredevil says, the story behind Daredevil's secret identity is revealed. Now, this is issue 20.
20. We've been teasing this for a while.
It's been teased since the first issue in various shapes and sizes.
Yes.
That you're going to figure out what happened.
Yes.
What I'm still, but I am still reading it.
Oh, Charles Soule at a tangled web we weave.
If there's no revelation here on 20, I'm done.
Yep.
Done. And even once there is a revelation, probably still done.
I was done after the first arc.
Yeah.
I started the second arc and then said, thanks for playing.
Yeah, I jumped. I jumped back on during the purple arc, so I just jumped back on. Generation X #1. Could this be
No.
the breakout?
No.
Could this do better than X-Men Gold, X-Men Blue, and Weapon X?
No.
And Jean Grey?
No. I like Jubilee.
Could
Don't
this
care
be
about the
Wolverine in the X-Men-ish?
50-eyed girl or Quentin Quire. So no.
You don't think this could be something, huh?
Still no.
Are there new people here?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, I agree.
Another Luke Cage #1. What was the other one? Was that just Cage? Did we just come off of Cage and now we're doing Luke Cage?
That sounds right.
Or do we
Nick Fury #2. If you didn't get enough of James Robinson and Akko's Nick Fury 1, prepare to be filled.
If it's great, let me know.
Yeah. Secret Empire #2 of 9.
I loved the first issue.
Really?
Really loved it. Really loved it. I thought it was great. I was sucked in. But if you recall, I was a big fan of the first issue of Age of Ultron. I was a big fan of the first issue of Secret Wars, Battle World. What's the other ones? Civil War. They're all really good first issues. Then something
And it's
happened.
like Marvel tries to suck extra issues out of them.
Yeah. But this one was really good. I liked it a lot, and I'm looking forward to the rest of it and hope I'm not doing any of the crossovers, though, so I hope I don't miss out too much.
There you go. Star Wars 31, The Screaming Citadel Part 2, the sequel to Screaming Citadel one-shot.
Is Yoda still walking up the mountain?
He may be, but we're just letting him ride at the moment. While Luke and Aphra face the Queen of the Citadel, Han and Leia are coming.
How did that
for
end?
Aphra?
Did you?
How did what end?
How did the walk in the mountain? Did that finish up? Oh yeah, Luke showed up, right?
Yeah.
Luke showed up years later to finish what Yoda started, maybe. God, it went on. It went on so long.
It was a bit long in the tooth.
So long. I'll probably read this Unbeatable Squirrel Girl.
Will you now? Why is that?
It's got a Kubert cover.
Okay. That is pretty rad.
Do you really need any other reason? It's Kubert.
I thought you were saying Adam Kubert cover.
No.
I clicked on it, and it's legitimately a Kubert.
Yeah.
Letter Qbert.
The
Kubert
video game
cover.
Kubert.
Okay. That is pretty rad.
Are you reading any of the X titles?
I read X-Men Gold 1.
Yeah.
And that's as far as I got.
You read Weapon X, right?
Yes, I'm reading Weapon X. I like Weapon X.
Yeah. Hey, look. Oh, wait a minute. Are you done with Marvel?
Sure, why not?
Okay. We got 4 Kids
Hey,
Walking
Drew,
to the
let's head
Bank.
on to the back after we go through Marvel. Let's look at our smaller publishers. You are just really, really, really wanting to get into 4 Kids Walking to the Bank number 4.
Yeah, man. We just talked to these guys at C2E2, and they didn't
This
mention
is
that
true.
this was coming.
Yeah.
That was uncool.
Things go wrong. Things begin to fall apart. Time to arrange a date with a trucker.
Yeah, it's I'm excited. I'm excited. I've missed this.
I'm excited for Animosity number 7. These books are just fun. I enjoy them when they cover them. This cover's pretty rad. Of course, Marguerite Bennett and Raphael Delator. As Jesse and Sandor embark on their American road trip, their faith in life, death, and each other is tested at last. From the writer of Insects, Bombshells, and A-Force, and the artist of Super Zero.
I've really got to pay attention to some of these solicits. Archie number 20, cover C, is Greg Smallwood.
Yeah.
Really nice cover, and I missed it. And bummer.
Not going to be an easy one to pick up at an LCS.
Probably not. Probably not going to be in many.
I did like Britannia 1 through 4, but I did not jump on Britannia Weehoo number 1,
Weehoo.
which is short for We Who Are About to Die.
Oh. So it's not something to make fun of. We've got Deep number 5. This, of course, is the Tom Taylor all ages submarine adventure book, which is really good and super well drawn, but cartoony. You gotta like that. At first, I thought this was a mini series. Maybe it's an ongoing now. But anyway, it's good stuff, and you should check out it when it comes out on trade if you've missed the boat. It's the second issue of Eleanor and Egret from the writer of Chew. First issue, very well received, both critically and kinda from the rest of you.
I don't know anything about Titan Comics and Ian Livingstone's Freeway Fighter number 1. New story based on the cult followed series of game books written by Andy Ewington. Good call. The Royals speed into the world of danger, death, and fast cars. Comic series regularly promoted on the official Fighting Fantasy Facebook page with over 3,000 fans.
Wow, 3,000. So Ex Mortis and Sunflower were both 451 Media properties.
Okay.
And that never they kind of petered out.
Yes, they did.
Maybe got to 4 issues, 5 issues, I don't know. So I don't no. I would run away from this.
There you go.
You know, is Miraculous a new story arc yet? No, because I sampled an issue of this, and it was really good, surprisingly good. I think there's some. I got a little something about some all ages stuff that has an anime look to it. I'm starting to enjoy that. I don't know. I don't know why. Ooh, there's the 3rd issue of Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys. That should be great. The first couple issues were awesome. So check out the 3rd one.
Yeah. All right, Drew. Dynamic Entertainment.
Who?
Dynamic or Dynamite, whatever you want to call it. Sovereigns number 1 by Ray Fawkes and Kyle Higgins. The epic that will redefine the Gold Key heroes continues. The year is 2025. Turok has gone missing, and Magnus is good and worried about that. So we have a crossover of some of our DE books. Magnus, Turok, Solar, and Dr. Spectre, it looks like.
These people used to be Valiant characters, right?
I think so.
Another Dynamite.
Yes.
Or Dynamic Forces, as you like to call them.
Yeah. just to mess with you.
Yeah, I don't want any of this.
Yeah, I don't do
Ray
any of
Fox
those.
is a nice guy,
Kyle Higgins, big fan, but no.
but I don't want anything to do with it. And that's about it.
Yeah, this is a toughie.
Yeah, kind of light.
All right, Drew, this is a week you can skip, but what if you're going to go in? What are you doing?
Man, did we actually hit a must-have in this?
I think Injustice 2 number 2 is going to be the smallest print run of that series, so I'm going to say you're going to want that because I think it'll be a hot little series going into that video game.
And that's any time now, right?
No, we've got to wait a little ways on that one. I think it's closer to fall.
Okay. I'm going to go with what was the DC book where there was a new villain? Was that Nightwing? Yeah.
Yes.
The new Time Bomb, first appearance of Time Bomb, will be in Nightwing 21. I'm going to say that one.
There you go. Of course, we're big on... It appears that the international cover of these lenticular varieties are the ones to have. So Flash 22 having a variant edition. It's the cool one with where he's got the hat. What's his face is on the front cover. So that will be probably the one if you see snag that up because it'll be the most forgotten one of them. Other than that, IDW's got literally nothing. Rose second print it's the same print, so we don't need that one. I'm not hitting on any of the Spawn covers necessarily. Some good reads, Low. Can't wait for that one. You're big into Royal City. I'm looking forward to the end of this spread. Lots of misses as far as Marvel's concerned. Yeah, so that's all I got. Animosity 7 and 4 Kids Walk Into a Bank are the spotlights for the back half, but nothing really worth jumping out and saying you have to snag. Yeah. Anything else you want to add, Drew?
Nope.
All right, thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. Thank you for tag along with Drew and myself for our sneak peek at next week, where we look at books coming out May 17th, 2017. We, of course, invite you to follow us on Twitter at Comics Fun and Profit. Facebook, Comics for Fun and Profit on Facebook. We have a website, comicsfunprofit.com, or send us some Gmail. Tell us what we missed. If there's something in this lot that we're like, man, Drew, Kyle, you screwed up and this is what you should have got, send us an email. Let us know. Let us correct that. Don't let us miss out on this kind of thing. Of course, if you're listening to us on iTunes, 5 stars. Through our review. Kyle will appreciate it. Who knows about Drew? For Drew and myself, see ya.
Those image covers are pretty cool.
The Pride ones?
Yeah.